Hey guys, got an update for you of some experiences I had with Christ. So this is a follow-up on when I was supposed to, I don't know if I said this in the last video, where I was supposed to, where I kneel 4 times a day for a month. That got overruled. They got rid of that. So they still wanted me to go to Christ consciousness. At first, yesterday, I woke up. They said, no, you ain't going, you're on your own. And I'm like, oh, fuck, okay, whatever. So, by lunchtime, they said, nope, we got a new way. And they put me in these, they said, you're going to a Christ that's going to give you, show you 4 scenarios, and you got to do the right thing in each scenario. In each dream, he called it a dream. It wasn't a dream. It was messed up. It wasn't nasty, but it was messed up. But I remember one dream, and the one dream went like this. And so I lay down in bed that night, and I lay down. I ain't even hit the pillow. As soon as I hit the pillow, boom! I'm in Bizarro world. Man, it was weird. He said something, he gave me a movie star, and he goes, like, let's say it was Burt Reynolds. He goes, Richard, you and Burt Reynolds assaulted some girl. I forgot her name. Jennifer, whatever. And I go, I did? And he goes, yep. And I go, me and Burt? Me and old buddy Burt? And he goes, yep, you and Burt Reynolds assaulted. I go, oh yeah? Okay, whatever. And I'm laughing my ass off, right? And I totally forgot that, at the moment, I forgot that he was doing this thing on me, whatever it was. And I'm totally fucking confused because he's talking like a madman about me and Burt Reynolds assaulting this girl, raping her or something. And I'm laughing. I'm like, okay. And he's really serious. And I'm like, dude, I have never even met Burt Reynolds. I don't know the girl, and I never met Burt Reynolds. And he goes, well, we have to see. And I go, okay. And I go, what do you mean by that? And he goes, I'm going to scry you. I go, you're going to what? He goes, I'm going to scry you. And I'm like, you just stay out of my ass, man. I don't care what you do. You just stay out of my ass. What's that mean? And he goes, I'm going to seek into you and get information out. And so that's what he proceeded to do. And he did that all night. He did it like 4 or 5 times. Big, like, this is the way it happened. He'd scry me, and I was totally messed up because he's talking nonsense. And as soon as I hit the pillow, I'm in this bubble, and I can see him. He's standing at a machine over there with a round thing on it, and he's looking into it. He's standing there and he's talking to me, and I'm like, well, what's going on? Why are you insane all of a sudden? And he goes, I'm scrying you. And I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. And I go, is it gonna hurt? And he goes, nope. I'm like, good. So I go to sleep, and the first one he did was sex, to see how bad I was in my sex life, in this life. And he came up with nothing. Absolutely nothing bad. No abuse, no rapes, no good stuff for the drama. It's like, I'm sorry. He goes, oh, we just gotta check. And he's checking this so I can get into Christendom, okay? Because my skins are still messed up. They're gonna pull my innocence out and free it. I have to be protected by Christ, and I couldn't do the 4 bending down things, so this is what they're doing to compensate for that. Holy Christ. And then he did the sex thing. Then he did 3 other things that night. And each time I went into the dream, I don't remember the other 3. It was 2 nights ago. And it was messed up. And it was like, as soon as I hit the pillow, I'm in his house or room or wherever he was. I'm there. And it's all wooden and his computers and shit laying around. It was weird, man. Anyway, I'm talking to him, and as I'm looking at him, I'm also seeing a dream. I'm in a dream. And one was about, oh, I remember one of them. One of them was about assaulting people, abuse and assaulting people. I lay down, I go to the bathroom, I come back, I lay down, boom, I'm standing there, I ain't even sleep yet. I'm laying there, and there's a big fat guy looking at me. And he's smiling, he's going like this, he's going. And I look down, and he's jerking the gherkin. He's jerking right there. I'm like, dude, come on, get away from me. I push him back. I don't hit him. I don't assault him. I'm laughing. I'm actually laughing in my heart. And I forgot I was in Christ. I'm totally wrapped up in this guy jerking the gherkin. And I can't, and he's jerking off right in front of me. I'm like, get away from me, come on. And I couldn't back up. I was forced. And this guy is like standing right here in front of me and doing it. And I can't back up. I can't get away. So I like, dude, you have to go away. You have to go away. Go away. And I just kept pushing him. I kept pushing him, nudging him, just telling him, dude, come on. This is ridiculous. You look like a fool. Come on. Back. I'm like, and I couldn't back up. And it pissed me off. So I spent 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, like 2 minutes, a minute, pushing him away. And finally I woke up. And I said, enough of this. I woke up. And Christ goes, and I hear my innocence go. He never even got angry. He was too busy laughing at the stupidity of this. And that's what my innocence said. Chris goes, yeah, I know, you passed. And so that was another test. Crazy, man. This is what I get. This is Christ testing me. So he did a couple more. I can't remember what they were. Next day, they haul me out of there because I don't want to do it anymore. And I only had 4 to do, and I did all 4 that night. The next day, I think it's over. I'm like, okay, I wake up. I go, so am I in Christendom net? And he goes, nope. And I'm like, what the fuck? He goes, you got to go back and do 4 more tests. And you got to do a whole bunch of question and answers in dream space. I'm like, great. All right, let's go. So they haul me, as soon as I fall asleep, they haul me back to this Christ. And I don't go in that scrying thing. It was not the scrying thing this time. Oh, and I passed the scrying thing. He scried the 4 sins and nastiness or whatever. And he scried them on me, and I won. And the 2 I saw. Or 1 I saw. I can't remember. Anyway, this time I'm laying there and I start shooting zombies because I don't want to think about anything. I just want to stay in my head. And it was really loud and I was really pissed off, and we lost a hockey game in a disgraceful, evil manner. And I didn't want to even think. I just wanted the day to go away. But nope. There's Christ. You got 4 things to do. I'm like, great, that's great. Just come on. And I started bitching with him, and I'm not supposed to bitch. So I held it back, sucked it up, and did the best I could. And I went into a dream. Here's the first dream, and I remember it. And as I was going to bed, I'm thinking, oh man, he's gonna give me the hardest thing he can. Like, I'm in a war, and I gotta save my buddies. And there's no way I can save them because we're being overrun by the bad guys in this war, fighting and killing and chopping, and I gotta save my buddies. Something like this, right? And do it the Christian way and all moral. When I have to work out all moral, I gotta do the right thing in it, and it's gonna be so hard and complicated I can't figure it out. So here's the dream. I come walking out of the school. I look behind me. There's the school doors. And I'm walking out the school doors, and there's a grass. So I'm walking on the cement, and the grass is right here. And on the side of the grass, there's a big table with the legs that go up like this. The steel legs that bend up. There's a table, and there's a man sitting at the chair. And I'm walking by him. I'm like, hey. And then he goes, Rich. And I go, yeah. He goes, what if you look up right now? He goes, what if you look up in the sky right now and you see a jet on fire? what would you do? And I went, well, I would look up and see the jet on fire. And I said it sarcastically, just like that. I go, well, if I looked up and I saw a jet on fire, I would reach in my pocket, pull out the cell phone, and call the policeman. And I'd tell the policeman, I'm looking up in the sky and I see a jet on fire. I was mocking him, right? And I was mocking him, but I wasn't doing it this way. And he's like, and then I look over and there's a policeman walking by. He's walking by like this as I'm telling the guy on the table. And he's just walking by with a smile on his face, and he's clearly a policeman, blue suit, blue hat, police badge. And I look over and I go, oh, there's one there. And then I wake up. And also, listen to this. This is the worst. I wake up and I'm like, oh, fuck. I gotta go piss. So I walk in the bathroom and I'm having a piss. And I'm like, and I didn't even realize I had a dream, right? But I was laughing in the dream because I knew I was being sarcastic. So it was like when I woke up, I was totally gone from it. Totally, I couldn't even remember it. And I go, oh fuck. When's Jesus gonna give me that tester dream, the lesson dream? And so I hooked up to Jesus. I brought Jesus in my back. And I think he was already there, but anyway, I brought him in again. And I go, hey, when are you gonna give me that damn dream? And I spent a long time psyching myself out. And he goes, I just gave it to you, and you passed. I'm like, what? And he goes, I just gave it to you, and you passed. And I'm like, well, what was it? And all of a sudden my head went, boom. He was sitting at the desk in the yard in the school. The policeman walked by, and the plane was on fire. That was the test. Would I report a plane on fire? If I saw an emergency thing going on, would I call the authorities or would I not? That was the test. It was so fucking stupid I didn't even catch it when I woke up. So that was test number 1. There was 3 more tests after that. As stupid as that. They were just basic. And this is what you have to do to be a Christ, to go into Christendom and be one of them. Oh man, I passed them all. This morning I woke up at 3 o'clock and I passed all 4 by that time. Then I'm watching the internet, playing around, doing reverse speech, stuff I like to do. And then within 2 hours I felt like I wanted to go back to bed. And I knew Christ was making me go back to bed. So I'm like, fuck. And I had no energy because he sucked it all out of me. He knows how to do this stuff. I lay back down in bed. And he goes, about goddamn time. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. I go, you made me go back to bed, didn't you? And he goes, yeah, I already drank a cup of coffee. I'm jacked up on caffeine and sugar. And here I am. Want to go back to bed. That never happens. Unless he wants you to go to bed. So I'm in bed. And he goes, now I got questions to ask you. So I spent from 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock in dream space doing the questions and answers. I can't remember them all. But there's one thing I do remember, and I passed them all. And when I woke up one of them times, and I was talking to Christ because there was something on YouTube I was thinking about how crazy the world is and the wars and stuff like that. Presidents killing each other. And I was talking about all that and how I go, man, there's so much evil on this planet. And Christ goes, don't worry about it. They'll all figure it out when the mystery happens. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? And I go, you just can't talk like that and leave me hanging. He goes, they'll all figure it out when the mystery happens. And I go, what do you mean the mystery happens? He goes, when the mystery happens. And I go, what is the mystery? And he goes, well, if I told you, it wouldn't be a mystery. And I'm like, oh. So basically, they'll all figure out within themselves, the humans on the earth will all figure out themselves when the mystery happens. And he goes, yeah, everybody will get it when the mystery happens. And he left me hanging, right? And I'm like, what could happen? Where everybody on the earth is confronted in a moment or a time, in a day or a week or a month, is confronted by something so wow that it makes you question everything you are. You'll figure it out when the mystery happens. Wow. And I thought, you know what my mystery happens would be? And he goes, what? I go, this is my mystery. All these giant black spheres, huge giant black spheres, thousands of them, land in all over the city. All over the cities of the earth, the huge cities, the little cities in the country, everywhere on the earth, every continent, every city, everything. And they just land, bump, and they're black, they're solid, they're like obsidian. And you look at them, and this is what I'm telling them out of my head, my ego. And I go, and they all land, and no one knows what they are. They're not aliens, they're not UFOs, they're just solid black, like obsidian. And they all land. And then everybody walks up to him and looks at him, looks. And when they see themselves in there, in the reflection, they see what they are inside. And he goes, and all of a sudden I hear his wife goes, his wife, I ain't even heard her yet. She's back there doing something. All of a sudden she goes, now that would be interesting. I'm like, who is that? She goes, it's me. I'm like, okay, how you doing? And that was funny. It's just like, one of them sci-fi movie things you think about in the moment. It's just, so if you look in, what are you going to see in the mirror? It's all about, and then I thought about the scrying thing. So maybe that was related in my mind, how the scrying works. But imagine it on a mass earth scale, where the military can't cover it up, the police can't cover it up, they can't coordinate them all off with guns and shit like that, because there's just so many of them. And they're huge, like miles, like fill up a whole cornfield, 20 acres, boom, sitting there. And then you walk up and it ain't going to harm you, it ain't going to do nothing to you. But it confronts your ego, it confronts your fears, it confronts everything. And then when you finally walk up to it and touch it and you see yourself in there, you're either going to see the devil, a sick fat pig, evil thing, a slug man, or you, a normal person, what you are inside. You get to see in this mirror thing. And it doesn't fuck around. It shows you exactly what you are. Not like, oh, was that a distortion? You got to take a picture of it and blur it and all this shit. None of that. You look in it and you go, and you see the devil. That type of thing, Or you see a little kid, your innocence. Or you see just you. Or whatever you are inside, you get to see. And that fucking thing, and all them things sit there for like a generation. If not longer. Generations, 10 generations. They're here forever. Now, wouldn't that change the planet? Wouldn't that make you see yourself? Wouldn't you want to change? If every time you looked into that thing? Imagine the whole world looking into that and seeing what you are. And then you got to go home and sleep at night. Oh, man. Anyway, I thought about that. But what Christ said was, they're all going to figure it out when the mystery happens. So that got me thinking, like, what the fuck's the mystery? Like, what is it, What is it? The second coming of Christ. I thought about that, and I'm like, well, no. Maybe it'll be something like that, but it's going to be something like a judgment day or the mystery. I don't know. It'll be cool, though. Hope I'm around. But I'd rather go kayaking first. Anyway, so I spent the day doing that. Today, doing the questions. Passed them. And I got done. I go, we done the question? He goes, yep, you passed them all. I'm like, good. And some were harder than others. But, you know, they weren't like tests. He put me in a situation. He just asked me questions. It was weird. So, I have yet to talk to him. But what I'm thinking is, I passed everything. That's going to get me into Christendom as a Christ. I don't think I'm going to be some like super Christ, but I'm a Christ. And I'm going to be in Christendom. Now I'm going to be protected when my innocent leaves. And Christ, I'll be in Christendom. So I'm a Christ. So I'm in that matrix of Christ. Imagine all the Christs are hooked up. But I'm in the body. But I'm still hooked up. I scream for help as the demon's going. As the demon's punching me in the head or haunting me or my skins are getting ripped open. I just go, help Christ! And it goes to all Christendom. And they come down and nab that son of a bitch. But I don't hear them anymore. You get it? Christ got a strict eye on me. That makes me feel good. I was kind of worried that I didn't get in, but I'm like, oh well, what the fuck, can't help. Can't do everything, right? It is what it is. My innocence is going to leave and I'll be floating around zero again. I'll probably join you sooner than later. But they know they couldn't do that because it's a death sentence for me. Look at me, man. Look at all my videos, how many times I got attacked. They know it's a death sentence for me. To take my innocence out and let me go without being in Christendom. So they gave me all, and I couldn't do the prayer thing 4 times a day. Bowing 4 times a day for a month. I could have. I was willing. I had a big argument about it. But they won again, and that's the way it is. I'm like, why do I gotta do this ritual stuff? Just stick me in there. We're all happy. We're all good. No, we must do our big rituals and whatever. I'm like, good. Fuck. Drama. Anyway, guys, so that's what they did, and that's where I am. I've yet to find out exactly what, so I'll make a next video. But I wanted to get these past 2 days out, the scrying thing, some of the questions and answers. So basically, they did the scrying on 4 things, 4 issues in me they didn't like, and I go, dude, I've been through them. I spent fucking 7 years going through these things. Ain't nothing I ain't done yet. I go, read the bio. Read my bio. He goes, blah, 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 blah. I don't know what he said. And I'm like, dude, I've already done it. I've done the whole sex thing 1,000 times. There ain't nothing. You don't know about my sex life. He goes, we gotta know. We gotta know the story. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I go, if I was a bad guy, I would have done it when I was 20 years old and I gave a shit. I don't care now. I don't even care about getting a woman and dating her and going through all the drama and bars and money and fucking cars and dogs and houses. Fuck it. Done. Got my apartment, my computer. I'm happy. I'm doing my thing. If I win the lottery, I'm going to look for Bigfoot till I drop fucking dead or get eaten. That's it. Girl want to come along and have a good time? Right on. That's what I'm doing. Why are you all worried about my past sexual experiences when they all came up? 0. Unbelievable. And the sex thing and then prying into my sex life, that really irritates me. So that's my primary bitch, right? And I don't really care about abuse and all other. I've never done bad things. I've never done them, so I don't care about that. But them looking at my sex life and picking it apart, like, you know, oh, it irritates me. Well, guys, I gotta go. Hockey game's coming on in a half an hour, and I got to prepare. I gotta prepare my pizza. All right, later.